Earlier in my presentation, we emphasized the importance of taking time to analyze and learn from what has happened on the last project. Officially closing projects is often overlooked and undervalued. Closing a project entails more than getting sponsors to sign off on the project, filling out artifacts for your project management office, and handing it off to the implementation team. Closing a project is the ideal opportunity for capturing lessons learned, demonstrating acceptance and usability, and facilitating knowledge transfer. For enterprise software development projects, user acceptance is a toll gate for project closure. When stakeholders are dispersed, pockets of resistance are almost guaranteed to surface. Leveraging virtual collaboration tools allows you to showcase success stories while opening up honest dialogue where change is either problematic or painful. Hosting virtual software demos and using online presentations to feature digital short success and failure stories of how people have been working with the software can help everyone. Actions always speak louder than words, so give people examples. Invite people to share their early experiences. Don't be afraid of the good, bad, or even the ugly. Manage and constrain feedback, but do not control it. In other words, you need to architect the communications so that they do not become a virtual gripe session with a long laundry list of change requests. On the other hand, if people feel you're only looking for kudos, you'll slam the door in the face of any real dialogue. Lessons learned from a project must be more than bullets in a report. Just as you go slow at the beginning of a project in order to move fast later, so must you go slow at the end of a project to ensure the greatest transfer of knowledge. Reflection is really underrated, and the lack of it gets organizations into trouble all the time. So you should use the closing process to facilitate knowledge transfer. Somebody needs to be the beneficiary of all the accumulated knowledge and wisdom of people who have participated on a project. Organizations cannot afford to relearn lessons already learned. Likewise, organizations face a lot of turnover in their ranks. People move around a lot more, even if they stay within the same organization. So using the closing process is an effective way to share experiences and is a key to future success. To close our session, let's take a look at 10 best practices which you can start using today. Create strong ongoing visibility for your project champions through the use of virtual collaboration tools and short, media-rich presentations. You should integrate your project lifecycle phases into your project plan and work breakdown structure with phase gates to define and monitor the activities and deliverables required within each phase. You should encourage innovation and creativity, but insist on rigorous scope control. You should use the decision analysis and resolution model for critical decisions. You need to increase your stakeholders' role in risk management with virtual collaboration tools. You should implement more virtual all-hands meetings that are less information-based and more story-based. You should elicit stories from stakeholders throughout the life of the project and incorporate virtual knowledge transfer and lesson learn opportunities as part of your closing process. You need to plan well, look for the killer issues early and get them resolved, and have a bias for action and encourage transparency within your team. Don't ever punish the messenger, or they'll never step forward with bad news again, and certainly a PM cannot manage without the truth. That concludes our session, and at this point, I will turn the program back to Becky for a wrap-up.